Yeah, I'm gonna put in my vest. Okay, awesome. All right, guys.
Appreciate your time. Good luck.
All right, you too. See you later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're on the north side of Montauk. This is actually where we ended our season last year. I'll post the video in the upper right-hand corner of this video. We got a little bit of a east, like southeasterly wind. I wasn't able to launch where I wanted to launch down at Gosman's, so decided to come over here. We're gonna fish Fort Pond Bay. We're gonna fish underneath the cliffs, hopefully be protected from the wind. It's supposed to shift farther to the south later, so maybe we could sneak out to a couple sea bass and fluke spots I have. But on the way out, we're gonna try some topwater. We're gonna try some plugs on, got a couple like 3/4 ounce plugs that we're gonna toss and at the rocks, see if we could pick up some bluefish or striped bass on the way out. All right, guys, welcome to another video. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy the video. Guys, so we got life out here. We got birds working, got terns diving in the water, which is good. We got this plug on here, this little popper. Let's see if we get into some striped bass or bluefish. We'll keep an eye on these birds, but I'd like to get into these rocks over here on the beach. All right, we're getting in pretty shallow. This is where you gotta really look underneath you because there's a lot of big rocks in here. It doesn't look too rocky, it looks mostly sandy. Give a cast right about here. What do you say? One more cast. Every man's infamous last words. One more cast. And it gets him in trouble. One more cast is about 40 to 50 more casts. Oh, I just had a hit. All right, we're gonna do one more cast. Can't stop on that. All right, guys, so I do apologize for any wind interference throughout this video. I upgraded to the Hero 8. It has an external microphone, but it does not have a wind sock on it or a wind protector. So when the wind picks up a little bit, you get a little bit of wind wind interference. I'm working on a solution for that, so just be a little patient. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, after working the beach up and down pretty hard for about an hour and a half and one measly little hit, we're gonna move on to fluke fishing. So we're gonna be rocking a pink funky bucktails. Actually an old bucktail because you can see the hairs are all faded, but see how that one does. We're gonna top it with a 5-inch grub pearl white, and then when the tail gets munched off, which usually happens pretty fast, we're gonna put one of these Fat Cow jig strips on, and that way you have the scent of the gulp and the action of the jig strips. This is my killer combo last year. All right, so we're creeping around the corner. We're off of Culloden Point right now, like right off the point. Looks like we might be able to creep around and get to a couple spots where we had some good action last year. Oh, there we go. Feels like a fluke. Feels pretty good. I don't know, we're pulling them against the tide. No way. Not even close, but first fluke. Kayak. All right. And we foul hooked them. Does it count? Why not? First fluke in the pro angler. All right, nice to see some flukes. See you later, buddy. That's a good sign. All right, it is breezing pretty good here. 21 feet of water. Water temp is 60 degrees on the money, which is a good thing. Caught our first keeper last year when the water temp was like 58, so that's a plus. What's going on, guys?
We're gonna come by and just do a quick safety inspection.
All right, sounds good. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
How much?
Get a name and address from me?
Yeah. All right, guys. Just be patient with these guys. They're here for your safety. They just ask you a few simple questions: name, phone number, address. They want to make sure you have your safety gear, which is your life vest, a whistle, flag with a light on it, or some sort of light. I don't think it has to be a whistle. It could just be any kind of noise making, like a small air horn. VHF radio always helps, but I usually wear my vest at all times because if you go in the water, it helps you get back into the kayak a lot easier. I have a whistle on the outside of my jacket and a whistle on the inside of my life jacket in case the one on the outside falls off, and they're made of plastic so they don't rust. But these guys are out here for your safety, like I said, and they'll issue a sticker with the contact information that you're supposed to put on the kayak, because if they find a floating kayak, they do have to kind of assume that there was somebody in the kayak, which happens pretty frequently, and this just allows them to contact somebody to make sure the owner of the kayak is okay. The first of the year, have you guys got another kayaks yet this year?
We just started this past weekend.
Oh, really?
Every year we do the same called Operation Paddle Spark.
Yeah.
Get all the kayakers and paddle boarders.
Yeah.
Just check their gear.
Yeah.
Like you said, you've been there before. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Not a big deal.
What you going for?
Fluke.
Fluke?
Yeah.
You make YouTube videos, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I think I've seen you on YouTube.
Yeah, yakking with Bigfoot.
Yep.
It's the first trip of the season. I'm not expecting too much.
What's your YouTube channel name?
Yakking with Bigfoot.
Alright. Nice.
One word.
Fluke's been pretty slow.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's kind of hard to keep onto these, but
yeah, I'm gonna put in my vest. Okay, awesome. All right, guys.
Appreciate your time. Good luck.
All right, you too. See you later. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so we battled the wind and tide there for about an hour. Didn't catch anything. Got a couple bites, but just wasn't working out. So we come back around into Fort Pond Bay and start fishing where we caught that other fluke earlier in the video. There's another fluke. Little guy. And I just saw you bite the tail off. Alright, cool. A little fluke bite here. Of course, right about when I gotta go back, but beautiful little fluke. Whoa, big school of bait. I feel a little better. No, just pulling them against the wind and tide. All right, well, we found them. A little bigger. Probably a 15-inch fluke. Healthy fluke. Nice to see them around. It's been way too long, man. All right, so guys, after that last fluke, we actually had to head in. I had something to take care of, but I got an opportunity to fish later in the afternoon, and the wind died down significantly. So we launched on the north side and fooled around the jetties, but pretty much played with sea robins for the first 45 minutes and then headed out deep. Of course, when shallow, this is what you deal with. It's a slow bite. Just very, very slow bite. 3 sea robins. And the last couple days have been a freaking grind and a half, man. Went out Friday, which was 2 days ago. Got skunked. Didn't catch anything. Today, we've been out for like 3 hours. Just caught like 3 sea robins, real shallow. I find this time, like, with all the sea robin around, you fish any shallower than 20 feet, you're just dealing with nothing but sea robins. So I try to stay a little deeper than normal. I've been a little deeper than most. I try to go out for like 40 to 70 feet. And I usually stay away from the sea robins, but I don't know, I mean, at this point, out deep, I'd give anything to catch a sea robin. But we'll see. Head back out there. We had the opposite tide last time we were out there. We had out incoming last time. We got outgoing now. The tail end of outgoing. It's probably gonna be slack pretty soon. So find out. We're almost there. We're gonna do a few drifts here. We're gonna really hammer the shit out of this spot again. See if we get anything. So fingers crossed. Alright, we just had a fish on. And they let go. About 1 crank into it. Bit the tail of gulp off, which is a good thing. Hopefully that was a toothy critter like a fluke. Alright guys, so this spring / summer has been nothing but an absolute fog fest. It's been a foggier year than normal, and the fluke bites suck, so that doesn't help. So I'm really grinding it out today because I have the opportunity to. Because every other time I've been trying to get out, it's either too foggy or it's windy after work. So we're really grinding it out today. Here we go. Finally. Looks like he's got a little bit of weight to him, but I am fighting him against the tide. Not even close. But it's a start. This little, probably 16-inch fluke. Let's get him back in the water. See you later, buddy. All right, that's good. Finally. Oh my God. Oh yeah. There we go. This feels like a sea bass. This feels like a sea biscuit. Or a very nice fluke. No, it's a sea bass. Very large sea biscuit. Oh my God. You. All right. Very, very respectable sea bass. Look at the hump on him, man. Woo. All right. First sea bass of the year. All right, so that's great. We busted our ass today, and we were all over the place, but we got rewarded with a nice, like, 4-pound sea bass. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll have another video coming out soon if the weather allows us to get back out.